The time has come for policy to adjust. The direction of travel is clear, and the timing and pace of rate cuts will depend on incoming data, the evolving outlook, and the balance of risks. We will do everything we can to support a strong labor market as we make further progress toward price stability. Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought. We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, We understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. And we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction so they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids' books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And we had Bitcoin and crypto move up. As I'm doing this video, we're pulling back. As we know, we have options today. We have the stock market pumping off Jerome Powell news, and I'm going to get into that later. Now, guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which are down. And now that Jerome is out the way, we know yield rates are going to start creeping back up. We have the dollar down. We have volume in crypto right now down. We have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $316 billion yesterday. Make sure you're pulling that on a daily basis during the week. But yes, guys, we had Jerome Powell in the house today for Jackson Hole. And he's cutting rates because we clearly see the labor market is hurting. And I read an article where they have bots creating fake jobs. You can't make this stuff up. But when you look at inflation, yes, they're cutting rates, but inflation hasn't went anywhere. We know this. When we're shopping, grocery shopping, eating out, we know inflation is still here. That's the reason why they have to take out rents. They have to take out so much stuff in order to get us down to that 2%. But cutting rates is not going to help the labor market. It's only going to help these big corporations. A lot of these small and medium-sized banks have to refinance. Also, these small and medium-sized businesses have to refinance next year, and they're still going to be paying a high rate, something they won't be able to afford. So we know in 2025-26, mass layoffs are coming. But remember, guys, that's part of the plan. They want to move in these machines. The robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep start to make their way inside the metaverse. 2028, 2029 is Shemitah year, and we're being set up for it. Remember, guys, this is biblical. Take time to read that good book. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. But I'll be doing a video, second video on Jerome Powell, just breaking down the speech a little further. But we have gold at an all-time high. And who's buying up all the gold, guys? That's right, the central banks. As they destroy all the fiat, they're running to commodities, which is God's money. Don't ever get it confused. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you, all this technology doesn't work without the Most High's minerals. Guys, don't let the devil trick you. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs. We have BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs slightly up. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have Japan, Sony, developing an Ethereum Layer 2 blockchain, Sonium, And guys, the only thing you have to do is use your imagination. Of course, they have games, songs, and then you add in NFTs, the metaverse. Just use your imagination. And don't forget, the Japan leaders were brought to San Francisco to plan out the fourth industrial revolution. Now we have Aave token, got a pump over the last 2 weeks. And guys, we know DeFi is definitely a new banking. It's on the NWO crypto list for a reason. But there will be some pain in the DeFi market. Why? Again, DeFi is definitely a new banking, but we know central banks control this liquidity. Now we have Paradigm-backed Conduit launches marketplace for roll-ups eager to boost scalability. And batching these transactions make Visa and MasterCard look slow. And then on top of it, they'll be cutting out the fees. Now we have Near launches new scalability measure originally proposed by Vitalik Buterin. And again, guys, it's all about being faster and cheaper. Now we have Avalanche becomes the latest blockchain to support Franklin Templeton's U.S. government money market fund. And we see these big banks, management funds, corporations taking advantage of these layer ones. And what do I teach you? Follow the money. And then lastly, guys, we have 729 million Bitcoin removed from the backing of USDD. And we see Justin Sun is getting prepared for something. Guys, we know we always have something big around the third and fourth quarter when it comes to these crypto assets. And it eventually bleeds over to the stock market. We have tens of thousands of cryptos. And guys, we only 1% of the 1% is going to survive. And we know these central banks have to start shrinking this liquidity so they can build this fourth industrial revolution, the machine takeover. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate. Not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Team Save the Village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Team Save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Drama Team goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.